What's up, Raider Nation? This is T, Bad Girl Brown, from Bad Guy, Bad Girl Apparel in Atlanta, Georgia, and you're listening to the Raider Party Podcast.
Hello, Raider Nation. It's Raider Homer and Nikki, and you're listening to the Raider Party Podcast. Hey, Homer, you down with RPP?
Yeah, you know me.
Hey, listeners, after you listen up on YouTube, check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, Raider Party Podcast. RPP. For you and for me.
And make sure that you subscribe to the Raider Homer channel on YouTube, Raider Nation, if you haven't already. And I appreciate it. And so does Raider Nikki. Tonight's guests are Mike Sipe and Kris McCamant of the Raiders Boosters Club of York.
And let me tell you something. This is going to be one of my favorite episodes for sure, because it's about food, glorious food. Do you remember in episode 5 when we talked about bars and favorite beers? Tonight we're going to review the sweetest of things, desserts.
Oh, man. Now you're going to get my sweet tooth going.
I have a sweet fang. So let's call my travel partner, Mike Sipe. It's so exciting because he also is a connoisseur, a foodie in the high order. So let's get him on the phone so we can find out what his thoughts are about food.
All right, let's do it.
What's up, Raider Nation? This is Vic Bad Guy from Team Bad Guy, Bad Girl Apparel. Broadcast 5 on the ATL, and you listen to the Raider Party Podcast. You down with RPP? Yeah, you know me. Raiders!
Hey, Homer. Hey, Mikey.
Hey, Nikki.
How you doing, Mike?
I'm okay. I'm still licking my wounds from our secondary getting burned by Aaron Rodgers.
That was terrible. That was terrible.
I ate a pint of double Oreo cookie ice cream. I'm feeling slightly better. Just slightly. Mikey, I appreciate you so much, because one of the things that you really help me to do is, put things in perspective. And I'm still here in Green Bay, actually. I leave tomorrow, and when we're not traveling together, you always send me these cool pictures of cool stuff. And tonight we're talking about desserts and other foodie things. And so tell us a little bit about a couple of the pictures that you've sent me in the past.
Well, as you know, a lot of people know me as a Raider head, which I am, but I am also a foodie.
Mm-hmm.
And when we were in Nashville, I was unable to locate you and Homer for breakfast, so I found this little place right by the hotel within walking distance. I can't remember the name of it. And I'm a big fan of Egg Benedict, and I saw this on the menu, and it's a poached egg, but with no ham. You would have liked this, Nikki. No ham.
Oh, okay.
No English muffin. It was a poached egg on top of a fried green tomato.
Ooh.
With bromulade sauce and cayenne pepper.
Yeah.
And it was accompanied with asparagus and home fries.
Yeah.
You would have liked it.
Yeah, I like hamburgers.
Okay, well then we're gonna have to find some really cool hamburgers to take some photos of. Do you like looking at photos?
Food?
Let's get you some. Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, well,
I like to eat more than I like to look at it, though.
Well, you gotta look at it first and analyze how good it's gonna taste before you put it in your mouth. It's the whole process.
He hasn't seen any food porn.
I know. Poor thing. We're gonna get you all on. You're gonna get all on it, Homer. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Listen, so let's get back to desserts now, because of course I'm irritated that I wasn't able to join you for breakfast that morning. I have to be honest with you, I could not get to where you were. It took me longer than normal to get dressed that morning, so that I missed out on a really cool breakfast because of that. Let's talk about the picture that you sent me of this creme brulee.
Oh, okay. So I was on a date with a Steelers fan. Don't hold that against me.
Yeah, well, let me just try to.
I went to the casino in Grantville, called the Hollywood Casino, and within the confines is a fine dining establishment called the Final Cut Steakhouse.
Okay.
And the dessert, before the happy ending dessert, I ordered a creme brulee, and it had cherries and mascarpone on top. And yes, I did take a picture and send it to you.
That picture was amazing. Oh my gosh, Homer, seriously. I'm going to send it to you, and I'm also going to post it online too. It was just beautiful. It really looked like the beginnings of a sculpture. And the thing about creme brulee to me that is so fascinating is how the sugar on top is so hard and crunchy, but then it's kind of like, a piece of ice in the wintertime. You just tap it and then it cracks and it creates this beautiful design. And, I could wax on poetic about, how it tastes, but we'd be on the phone all night talking about that.
So, Nikki, I have to say, though, our boy member Kris, a.k.a. Seabass, made you and I creme brulee, a black and white creme brulee from scratch.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about that.
It actually matched what I had at the casino.
Oh, there's no question about it. He's gifted. There's no question about it.
Well, I mean, y'all guys are definitely some foodies. I'm not a foodie like you guys, but I like holiday desserts and all that, and the holidays are coming up, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, and I always look forward to eating Halloween candy, pecan pie, and all the desserts that come at Christmas, So with the holidays coming, what are some of your favorite desserts?
Oh, bananas Foster.
Yes.
I like to see the dark rum catch on fire. I like to see the flambe. I think that's pretty cool.
Yes.
I have a very diversified palate when it comes to dessert.
Yes.
And I have to have my dessert with milk on the rocks.
That's
I know it sounds bizarre, but it's just one of those things.
Jam. It's not that bizarre. I mean, I don't know. I don't necessarily have to have a beverage with my dessert, but I definitely need to hit a level of flavor saturation and intensity when I'm eating. I feel like that's a very important part of being full is taste for me. So, and I think milk is that for you, right? Yeah. Yeah. Well, I like all kinds of desserts. There are very few desserts that I don't know, that I don't love, but especially candy. Like, I'm so hype about candy, and Halloween is coming up, which is an amazing holiday to have access to all kinds of candy. And the three of us are going to be in Houston, Texas in a few days, which is going to be amazing. And I read recently that Texans like Starburst more than Reese's peanut butter cups. So Raider Rhea is going to be doing some very serious investigation this weekend to find out if that's actually the truth. So it won't just be filled with like the desserts that are unique and signature style desserts. I'm going to be pretty much shoveling a lot of candy in my mouth as well. So the three of us have something good to look forward to this weekend. I cannot wait to see you guys.
Yeah, I'm ready for Houston. We got to bounce back. That loss to
We
Green Bay,
will.
that was tough. But I didn't think we were going to win that game. I was saying, that the Houston game and the games after is what's going to me, be the show whether we're a real team or not. We got to be able to bounce back. So hopefully this starts in Houston.
Lessons need to be learned based on what happened. Lessons need to be learned. I just can't say too much more because my feelings are still hurt and I'm still here in this town.
Yeah. And what, 6 touchdowns from Aaron Rodgers? I mean, that's what led to Conley being traded for sure. Like, that was terrible.
Yeah, it was. Well, Mikey, thank you so much for sharing with us about your foodiness. And
thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I just hope I remember to go to the correct airport Friday morning.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely taking my stuff to the hotel and checking in first.
Hey, and
I don't want to have another Nashville deja vu.
Oh my God, guys! And I'm setting my alarm 3 times, okay? Because you guys remember, I missed my flight by 5 minutes earlier, this year. So I think the 3 of us have some pretty serious things that we need to do to ensure that we have the best possible weekend, and hopefully our team will do the same and course correct.
Yeah, you're right.
We need major adjustments.
Oh, yeah.
This weekend. Major adjustments. All right, then, Mikey. I cannot wait to see you on Friday. And it is going to be
I can't wait to see the both of you.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then Friday night, the 3 of us are going to have a mighty good time. Any of you listeners that are going to be in Houston, you got to stop by the Marriott for the meet and greet. It starts at 7 p.m. Ty and Vic have got stuff completely hooked up. There's going to be vendors. There's going to be live music, raffles, the Cliff Branch tribute. It is going to be an amazing evening. And if you're in Houston, you do not want to miss it. We will see you at the Marriott by the Galleria. All right, Mikey. Have a good night.
All right, Spider 2, live banana, guys.
Touchdown Raiders.
See you Friday.
See you Friday.
See ya.
The Raider Nation is so gifted and talented. We have family members who are club organizers, graphic artists, merchandisers, musicians, massage therapists, chefs, foodies, and much more.
Like me.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently. So let's talk to another multi-talented member of our boy, Kris McCamant.
All right.
Hello, world. What's going on, Raider Nation? This is Raider J.O.D. calling from Atlanta, Georgia, one part of the Bad Guys group. And you're now listening to the Raider Party Podcast. What's up?
Hey, Homer. Hey, Kris.
Hello.
Hey, Nikki. Hey, Homer.
How you doing, Kris?
Good. And yourself today?
I'm doing well. Still recovering from that horrible loss, but I'm making it.
Oh, come on now. Can't keep going there. You guys are killing me.
What loss? I didn't see any loss. We were on bye this week.
We gained a lot of knowledge. Okay. So yeah, Kris, an interesting fact about you. Your nickname is T-Bass. How'd that happen?
Well, if you go back and you look at our famous kicker, Sebastian Janikowski, that was his nickname, and we could almost be twin brothers.
I know you guys look a lot alike. Homer, wait until you see photos of Kris. They do. They look a lot alike. A lot alike.
Do you own a Janikowski
I
jersey?
did buy his jersey. I did get his jersey.
Yeah, that's cool.
He had to. He had to. So, Kris, about 2 weeks ago, I had the most amazing culinary experience in York, Pennsylvania. Please tell our listeners about the mouth-watering meal that we had.
Oh, you want to talk about my food?
Yes.
All right, let's see. What do we have? We start off with a nice salad. That was just simple, fresh cut vegetables into a nice salad with French dressing.
It was so beautiful. It was very pretty, very colorful.
I try. And then we had the main course. I made garlic bread with homemade shrimp pompadour with fresh made fettuccine, spinach fettuccine noodles.
It was so good. It was so good. I do want to just do just a pit stop and talk about the noodles. The noodles were so tender. There's a big difference between making them from scratch and then store bought. So just kudos to you for knowing how to manipulate ingredients in such a way that things are so beautiful and so tasty. It's really ecstasy. It really is. Kudos to you. Okay, go on.
And then, of course, we had to finish it off with my first ever black and white creme brulee. The caramelization of the sugar on top of that was perfect.
I got to be honest here. What is a creme brulee?
Creme brulee. Well, I can walk you through a quick way to make it, but it's basically like an egg custard. Usually it's vanilla, made from vanilla beans, but I wanted it to be different. And so I took the inspiration off of the famous black and white cookies where you get half chocolate, half vanilla on both sides.
Yes.
So I made 2 batches of the creme brulee mixture from the heavy cream and the egg yolk. So I made one with fresh cocoa powder.
Ah, yes.
And then I made the vanilla bean one. And you can't skimp. Don't use the extract. Go out and spend the money and get the vanilla beans.
Yes, that is a good point. Yes.
There's fresh ingredients make the difference in everything.
Then how did you get it? I am going to post a picture of it so listeners can see it. But how did you get the layers? It's incredible. I looked at it and I was like, this is beautiful.
I actually took aluminum foil, folded up into a square that fit perfectly down into the center of the ramekin, and I slowly poured down on both sides, the chocolate on one side and the vanilla on the other side, to where it was pouring at the exact same time so they wouldn't merge together.
That is awesome. That is so smart. Because it's so beautiful. I felt 1 second of guilt as I was eating it because it's so pretty, but I was like, oh no, this is so good, I don't care. I was so glad that you took a picture because I was like, it was gone so fast. And for me, watching someone put fire to the very top of it so that it hardens like that is really cool. I mean,
that actually takes technique, though. It's crazy. You have to make sure that sugar is layered evenly across the top, and then you have to move the fire around. You can't let it sit in one spot or you'll scorch the caramel. Everything at the top of the creme brulee.
Huh. That makes sense.
That's why you saw me rotating the dish as I was burning it and moving the flame.
Yeah. I was wondering why you were moving efficiently. Because I was just fascinated by the fire. I was like, oh, this is so cool. I was so excited about eating it. And then afterwards I had the baby Guinnesses. It was perfect. It was a culinary perfect.
Oh, I forgot about the baby
night.
Guinnesses. I forgot about pouring those.
Oh my word. It was so perfect, Kris. You're just amazing. That's all I can say.
That was fun teaching Mike how to pour those.
Yes. He had a ball. Thank you so much, brother, for sharing your gift of great food. You're just awesome. You're just awesome. Your hands are amazing. Okay? I'm looking forward to the next fantastic foodie time. that we have together. Because I know there's going to be more in our future. You know how I know?
Oh, we got to have many more.
Oh, yeah. My watering mouth tells me so. It's happening. It is happening.
Because for me, it keeps the creative juices flowing on different things to make them.
That's right, because I'm a picky pescatarian, so I'm going to try not to be difficult. I'm going to try my best, but definitely I have to say kudos again to your, making your own pasta. Maybe someday I can learn how to do that too. But I got to definitely eat.
Simple.
I got to eat before I do it. Yeah, because I can't cook when I'm hungry. I'm just like a child. I can't do it. So as long as I eat before we start the process of learning, I'll be much more receptive to your teachings.
So we do it this way. I have appetizers set there ahead of time while we eat, and I show you how to cook.
That is a deal. That is a deal. I'm down with that. Homer, what do you say? You're going to do a cooking class with me?
I like to barbecue. Yeah.
Oh, I can do that. I got a smoker too, so we can do that too.
All right, cool. I'm in on that.
Okay. Well, I'll definitely be watching and drinking baby Guinnesses. That can be my contribution.
Oh, we can be good with that all day long.
Oh yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Kris, for joining us. This is a short show for us tonight because Mikey, Homer, and I are going to go to Houston this weekend. And we're sorry that... I know. I'm sorry you're not going to be able to join us, but for sure we're going to have you back on the show again.
That's right. I'll be watching for you as well. We're watching the game here in York. We're trying to yell at the screen like, come on. Show Nikki, show Homer, and show Mike.
Trust me, we're going to FaceTime you, and we're going to be making lots of faces because this weekend, the outcome is going to certainly be different than it was this past weekend. I'm sure of it.
All day.
I am sure of it. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Kris. We appreciate you, brother. We'll talk to you soon.
Have a good night.
You too.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Wow. I am looking forward to the next fantastic foodie time with Kris Homer. And I'm telling you what, because you are my brother, we can have all the meat that you need in order to be happy. All the meat you need, it's fine. It's just fine. I will just look away. I'll just look away. All right, Homer. You down with RPP?
Yeah, you know me.
Are you ready to go to Houston?
Absolutely. I can't wait.
Absolutely. Oh, it's going to be amazing. Listeners, to find out where the next party is at, listen to episode 1 through 8 of the Raider Party Podcast on YouTube. Then follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to continue to stay informed about what's happening around the Raider Nation.
And don't forget to subscribe to the Raider Homer channel and come back for every episode of the Raider Party Podcast.
Listeners, get down with RPT. Whether you're hanging out at home or on travel, be safe. Be satisfied. Bye for now.
Hey, what's up? This is Raider Ty Brown, and you're listening to Raider Homer Podcast Radio Show. What's up, Raider Homer? Raider Nation repping good.